Hi, welcome back to the Trust Your Worth podcast, the podcast that helps you tap in to the power of knowing your worth. My name is Brittany, and thank you for joining me here today. So I am a little under the weather. I was literally out for the count yesterday, felt like I was on my deathbed. So please ignore the stuffiness in my voice. That's just what's going on. It's literally a week before Christmas. Merry Christmas, happy holidays, or how they say it, happy Christmas, or happy holidays, or whatever you choose to celebrate on this time of year. I hope that it's full of love, that it's full of joy, remembering and celebrating the great people that you have around you in your life. Before we get into today's episode, I just want to remind you to listen to last week's episode, which is called Happy, Happy, Joy, Joy, where I talked about trying to find the joy in your life, that joy is all around you, and I hope that you have a lot of it. So if that's something you're looking for, check it out. That was season 2, episode 43. Let's get into today's episode, which are lessons from Christmas movies. Bum, 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 ba-dum, bum, bum. So on my other channel, page, whatever you want to call it, Brittany L, I'm doing a Christmas advent calendar. So I'm opening a Funko advent calendar every day, 2 calendars, Stitch and Disney Princess. And then I'm also doing a Christmas movie quiz. So I give 4 clues and you have to guess what the movie is before the last picture, because that tells you what the movie is. And as I've been watching these Christmas movies to try and make up these clues, I've been noticing some things that the majority of our Christmas movies seem to be about. And that is that the heroes, the main characters in these movies, they're taking for granted their family. They're taking for granted the people in their life. They have regrets about how they're missing their family's lives because they're working so much. So like in Jingle All the Way, he feels like he's the worst dad because he hasn't been showing up for his kid throughout the year. And then in The Grinch, it talks about how Cindy Lou's just trying to figure out what's the true meaning of Christmas, and everybody's like, it's presents. And The Family Man, he literally gets Christmas caroled and gets to see what his life is like if he would have chosen to have a family, because in the beginning of the film he's like a rich dude and only cares about himself and money, and then he gets to see what a beautiful life he could have had creating a family with a wonderful woman and having this child. Another movie I watched, Oh What Fun, was about how this family forgets their mom when she planned everything. She's taking care of them so they all have a good Christmas, and they really take her for granted, and she's so excited to go to this Christmas concert, and they just forget her. And she's like, F it. Screw you guys. Like, you guys don't care. And how true that can really be, how mothers really are Santa. And make sure that Christmas is a great time for the whole family. So I've been thinking about, like, especially regrets, because the characters or whatever usually have regrets that they're trying to like change in their lives. They're trying to make a significant change. They're like, oh, I'll never take you for granted again. Like, the true meaning of Christmas is the love that we share and that we're so important to each other, and I'm going to spend every day this year making sure that happens. And that's a beautiful sentiment, but also so hard to implement into our daily lives, especially when it's something we don't practice, because to get good at something, you have to practice. And in terms of worth, I do hope that you recognize that it's okay to have regrets, but that we don't let our regrets affect our worth. So, for example, like, I regret that my food choices have brought me to this body that I currently have. But I know however big or small my body is doesn't change how worthy I am of anything. Doesn't change that I deserve happiness and love just as much as anybody else. No matter what I look like, Like if I cut my hair short or if I was super muscular, I would still be just as worthy as this body that I have right now. I only regret it because it's preventing me from doing things that I want to try and experience. And I use this example a lot because it's just like what I'm going through right now. And I don't want to go through the next year, especially like 2026, starting from that place of regret, because immediately that comes from a place of shame. Like I feel ashamed that I look like this sometimes. I really do. If I'm being completely honest, like there are some thought patterns where I'm like, oh, like you knew better and you did it anyways. Like what is not clicking? And that's why I know this is a mental toughness challenge, because to me, it feels like there is something I have not healed. I haven't figured it out yet, what's really holding me back. I know a lot of it's rooted in fear, and so I'm trying to work through that fear that's preventing me from more added joy in my life for when I get to go skydiving and doing things that a smaller body can just physically do. So regret. All of these Christmas movies talk about regret. I mean, we look at A Christmas Carol, especially the Muppets version, my favorite one, and how he gets to see the past, what led him to be this crotchety old man, Scrooge, and then the present day of how his actions are affecting everybody, and then the future of what will happen if he goes on this path that he is on right now, if he chooses to continue to be this crotchety old man. And thankfully, he changes. Within that night, he is so moved by that horrible future that he changes. But also, I think he recognizes that the opportunities that he had for connection, he missed. Heavy spoilers for Muppets Christmas Carol, but he's engaged to this woman, Belle, and he's like, we can't marry again this year. Business is bad. And she's like, I don't want to wait another year to marry you. Like we don't need business to be great to get married, because you don't. He missed why that was important to her and how that made her feel. And he missed the opportunity to connect with someone he loved, but he let fear lead. He chose to leave her. And actually, I think she chose to leave him because he could not do the brave thing of choosing her and stepping into this life with her. And that was really sad. And he had friends, like Fozziwig tried to create connection with him and he just didn't know how. And then after he sees his Horde future where he's like, what ghost of a man? Like everybody hates this guy. And he's like, it's me. So I'm glad he got like a heavy dose of reality. He also missed connection with his nephew. His nephew reached out to him to say, hey, Uncle Scrooge, we love ya. Come to this party. Come create memories with us. We'd love to have you for Christmas. He's like, humbug. So every opportunity for connection, even his Bob Cratchit, his worker, he was such a nice guy, but Scrooge couldn't see what an awesome guy he actually had working for him because he separated his heart from his work. He cared only about money and himself. And it was just like actually so sad that he missed out on all this connection. And hopefully you're not like Scrooge, or every Christmas you're like, you don't have this like come to God moment or whatever spirit moment, that you don't need 3 literal ghosts or angels to come to you and be like, if you don't fix this right now, you're going to lose everything that actually matters. If you don't change some things in your life and become more aligned, like you will be miserable in the future. Like hopefully you don't need this come to God moment or whatever, the universe to chasten you to come to this moment. Because all I really think we can do is reflect and then adjust and take in the data that's happening to us and then try to align with our best selves. So the more that we remember our worth, especially, the more that we remember how worthy we are of happiness and love, the more we can be guided and be directed towards it. Because, like I've said so many times, your brain is looking for what you're feeding it. Your brain is going to look for, if you're looking for like, my life sucks, everything's awful, like how am I going to do this? If you let fear lead, you will end up in a sad place, because fear will do, I think, one of two things. It's going to stop you from getting your dream life. It's going to prevent you from even trying, because you're like, oh my gosh, I can't do it. Or it's going to prevent you from enjoying the joy that's around you at the time. So I've also been reflecting on not knowing the future. And yes, how that can be scary, but like how I don't let it bother me anymore. Because we really don't know what will happen, but that doesn't mean that it wasn't necessary for us to try. I was listening to The Dating Detectives. It's one of my favorite shows. And this woman came on and told her story about her relationship with her husband. And she ended up writing a book about it. And I was just blown away, because you really never know what can happen. And she told a story of how her husband was amazing for 8 years. He was like the perfect husband, thoughtful, considerate, there for her. He showed up. He did all the things he was doing. And then he got caught up in addiction and ended up like being crazy. Like she had to take her son away from him to protect him, because the dude was so whacked out on drugs that it got scary. Like it could have ended badly. And it did end badly. Like, unfortunately, that man, he did pass away from the drugs. And after that, I was like, oh, like as a single girly too, especially, I'm like, it honestly changed my perspective, because as a child of divorce, I am so afraid to date, and I'm so afraid to I'm just afraid to get that wrong. And I know I'm going into dating out of fear when I do that, and I don't want to anymore. But after hearing this man's story, this very tragic story, I was like, you really don't know what will happen. Like, I know she doesn't regret like those 8 beautiful years that they had together. Like, he was an amazing guy, but then things did change, and I'm happy that she recognized that like that relationship wasn't aligning for her anymore and wasn't bringing her the most happiness. So she did have to get out of it, and she had the strength to do so. And I'd like to think that because I know my worth, like if that did happen to me, I would do the same. And her story gives me hope, because the worst can happen, and she survived. So if she can do it, so can I. So, like, I don't want to live from fear anymore. I think that's the main takeaway from all of these, is that try and lead with love. And basically, we just never know what will happen, and there's no guarantee, but that doesn't mean it should stop you from doing things that at the moment in the time, like, make you happy and feel right and feel aligned. The other thing we have to take into account is, like, his agency was involved. So like she did not choose that life. That man made poor decisions which affected her, and she's able to realign and get out of a bad situation. And she had that strength because she knew what was right for her. So 2 things I want to take away from this is, 1, you never know what's going to happen. So why not? Let's just try it. Like, just go for it. Have fun. Enjoy the moment. That's what I mean. Just be present. And I think that's what most Christmas movies are about, is enjoying the moment, the beautiful moments that happen when you're together, that happen when you're connecting. Because to me, Christmas is about connecting and reconnecting with everyone you may have forgot about during the year, unfortunately, but also like making that an important, fun, traditional time where you make your own traditions and do fun things with people that you love and love you. And I'm purposely staying away from families because you can create family. However your Christmas looks to you, I hope you enjoy it and that you really do spend it with people you love and care about and who care about you and want the best for you. Because I want that for you. I want the best for you. I want you to be happy. I want you to be successful. I want you to feel loved and to feel important, because you are. I want you to remember how worthy you are of an amazing Christmas, an amazing holiday. And if it's just rest you want, I hope you get that rest. Like, it's so important, Maybe your holiday is like tradition. You like read a book and you see no one. I think we prevent regrets by living in the moment, by being mindful, by being present. So if you're having a hard time like being in the moment, then I want you to practice active listening. I did a whole episode on it. I don't know which one it is, but yeah, being present. That'll help you to be present. So really focus on what people are telling you so that you can internalize and try and understand and have empathy for them and be there for them. Be there with them. Experience what they're experiencing in the moment, and really that can create connection. Another thing you can do to be mindful or to practice mindfulness, there's so many studies that say that walking or moving in small ways can help you ground yourself. The box breathing, the 1, 2, 3, 4 in, 1, 2, 3, 4 out. Just breathing to ground yourself. Whatever it is, create an action. I used to have to squeeze my fist to get back into it. I feel like that can be seen as an aggressive one, though. So I think I might change that to just like maybe squeezing somewhere else, or like squeezing my toes so no one can see it. I'm just trying to ground myself. Writing in your journal is a great way to practice mindfulness, because you not only reflect on the day and be like, oh my gosh, I can be so great. Like these 3 amazing things happen. I definitely want to recommend the 5-minute journal. Like if you aren't in the habit of journaling, that will really help, because it just gives you you just answer questions, and that's so helpful to be able to reflect on your day and how actually you can find the good in it and you can find the joy. And then the other thing that I think Christmas movies teach us is that Christmas is about a time of connecting. So I hope that you are finding time to connect with those who are important to you, that you show them that they matter to you, that you go like a little extra mile. Like personally for me, I love homemade gifts. I would rather that than like any store-bought gift. I would rather you write me an amazing letter. I would rather you send me a picture of us, framed picture, so I can hang it up on my wall. Like, because my relationships are so important to me. While I do appreciate monetary gifts, like I'd rather have an experience, to be honest. Like we go out to get some hot chocolate. I love Ho-Cho. It's my favorite. Something to connect. But I hope that you do that too, that you really do celebrate your relationships, because I know you have them. I know you have people that love you. And you know what? There are some people out there who you don't even know that love you and that appreciate you and what you're doing. And they appreciate your art, and they appreciate your spirit and what you bring to this world. So I hope that we learn from these Christmas movies and try not to have regrets, and that when we do, we don't try to change them with shame, but that we lead with love, come from a place of love, and be like, I'm just as worthy, but making this change will help me add to my happiness. Like start from that place. And then I hope that you connect somehow this Christmas with people that you love. This holiday season, whatever you choose to celebrate. Okay, your work this week is to watch A Muppets Christmas Carol, because there are great lessons we can learn from it. And I just love it. And I hope it makes you smile and laugh and giggle and love it. But on a serious note, other work is to think of a regret and come at it from a place of love. I want you to do this journal prompt. This is my regret. Write down the regret and the loving reason I want to change it. Okay? So come at it from a place of love and not shame. And then your second work is to connect, however that is. Maybe you're going to a family Christmas. Just let the people in your life know that you love them. Wish them a Merry Christmas. Tell them why they're important to you. And connect. Or set up a time to connect. That's a great one too. Okay. As always, you can find me at trustyourworth.com or on Instagram at trustyourworthpodcast, also TikTok. And then, you can follow me on my fun page if you do want to see the Funko Advent Calendar openings or the Christmas quiz, test your knowledge on Christmas movies. You can follow me at Brittany L. BRITNEYELLE. If no one has told you today, you are loved And I'm proud of you for making it through this year. It's been a tough one. And I hope that you get to rest or celebrate however you do it this year. And a Merry Christmas. Happy holidays. And I love ya. And don't forget to trust your worth. Okay. Love you so much. Have a great day. Bye.